Hey everybody, it's Dan, the website man, here again. So today I wanted to explain more about SEO. Now, there are so many aspects to SEO, that include backlinks, which would mean higher authority. So there's several factors of SEO. I want to go over with you today one of the most important parts of SEO is on-page SEO. So I'm going to try and briefly summarize what on-page SEO is. So let's get started. The first thing about on-page SEO is, of course, your keyword research. People hear keyword research all the time, but maybe they don't truly understand how important the correct keyword is. So there are keywords that are called long tail keywords. Those are for 2 to 4 words. So, all right, so let's use web design for an example. Keyword best web designer near me. Let's just use that as an example. So that's a good long tail keyword because if you think about it, a lot of people type that in, which will bring you more organic traffic, which is, of course, what is the most important. Organic traffic is when someone types in to the search bar a certain query and it involves you, that you get shown. So for an example, my business, I type it in and I go to Google, and of course it takes time, but slowly it rises up. Google business, you must sign up, really take care of that, because that will bring more viewers, which means more networking, which means more possibilities, which means I can go on and on. So let's get back to the on-page SEO. Another factor of it, which is also a big important factor when it comes to ranking your website, period, is your page speed. The speed, it's another factor of SEO, but totally relates to on-page SEO. Now, there are certain things, for example, optimizing your images. Now, when we're bringing that into on-page SEO, there are it says an alternative text, which means for every picture, just in case it doesn't show up, it shows what it would be about. Now, why is that important? Because that is what the computer's search engines see. Another big important part, headings. So you definitely want your H1 tag to be your title tag, because search engines, the way they work is they find what content you have. You have to make it very clear from the very, very, very beginning. Who are you and what do you do? Straight to the point. And that will show Google, okay, so this guy's a web designer or he's an SEO. So in order for that to happen, for your website to be what that is called is being crawled, and after that comes the indexing, which is what gets reported, and that is crawlability. That's involving your robots.txt, and I'm not going to go over exactly what that is in this article. If you look up robots.txt, there's a lot of information, and you could pretty much get an idea of what it is, what it allows and what it disallows. You have the option 100% to control what the search engine sees, including follow and do follow or no follow. Again, something we can get into on another time. Another huge part, I can't say it enough, is responsive. Your website must be responsive. If it's not, Google, there's no point to your website. Okay, Dan, so what does responsive mean? I'll break it down to you in one sentence. Can be viewed from any device, meaning it can be viewed from the iPhone or a Galaxy or whatever, tablet or laptop, computer, what it does. And you can also change the settings of what your website would look like. For mobile services, you can take out certain things or add, but it has to all go together and flow and not just look good on a computer, because cool, that's great, but about 80% of people, I'll actually tell you a quick fact. So 82% of people, before they go to a restaurant, look that restaurant up on their mobile device, and that is where they decide. Whatever restaurant websites look the best seem to bring more clientele into that restaurant. Social sharing. I will get into social media marketing more in depth on another video as well. But basically, you need to have links. You need to have, there's something called A/B testing. And to describe what that is, how I used it, I'll tell you how I used it was, there's something called Facebook Suite. A wonderful app. Everybody check it out. It allows you to post at the same time on both Instagram and Facebook. So what I did was post the same exact content on both Facebook and Instagram. And within the next month, I was able to see what percentage of people saw A versus B, Facebook or Insta. And me personally, Instagram trumped Facebook 10 times over. So when you're doing your social media marketing, you really want to find the correct platform that you are trying to use. Lastly, let's just talk about links. So there are internal links and external links. I think that's self-explanatory. An external link is a link to another website, and an internal link is a link to your own website on maybe another page or a blog. And you do not want, there's something called link juice, right? So if you're linking, say, one page, your keywords are search engine optimization, and then, your next page, another post is search engine optimization techniques. You don't want them linking, because what happens is it loses that link juice. Because it's pretty much it's duplicating what you are doing. So it would completely destroy the point. So to wrap it up real quick, mobile friendliness, responsivity, speed, very important. Your headings and title, very, very, very important. Meta description, which is, it's a client of mine. So you want lastly, I'm going to tell you the content. It has to be written at basically an 8th grade level. for it to be a good article. And what's ideal at this point, since Google algorithms changed, etc., if you're going to write a post, you want 2,000 words minimum per post. All right, guys, good seeing you again. I will see you all soon. Bye bye.